In this video, we're talking about subplots. Well, actually, I'm talking and you're watching, but this could be a two-way conversation. All you have to do is leave a comment or a question and just let me know your thoughts on the subject. So, what is a subplot? A subplot is any information you need to deliver to the viewer or the reader that isn't part of the main story. That's the broad idea, if you'd like to click away right now. Or else you could stay and we'll go into some details. So what is a subplot? Well, normally there's more than one subplot in a movie and there are way more subplots in a TV show. I know what you're thinking. Oh my God, Elvis, I'm already struggling with the main plot of my story and now you want me to write a second and a third? It's just not going to happen. It's just way too difficult. Okay, listen up. Whether you're writing a movie or a TV show, you cannot tell an entire story from a single perspective for two reasons. One, it would get kind of boring. And two, you would be missing a giant opportunity to add nuance and depth to both your characters as well as your story. I'm using the movie Pushpa, The Rise as my main example. In that movie, the central character Pushpa is motivated by a desire to acquire legitimacy. He is the illegitimate son of a wealthy man, and the reality of his birth is never acknowledged by the legitimate sons of the rich guy who fathered him. So one could argue that this quest for legitimacy is the A plot of the movie because this is what motivates him to rise from his humble beginnings to become one of the most influential smugglers of a particular kind of sandalwood. Along the way, he falls in love with a young woman and his pursuit of Shrivali becomes the B plot in this movie. Through his initiative and fearlessness, Pushpa rises through the ranks of the criminal enterprise. And right at the point where he ascends to the highest position, he comes face to face with a crooked cop who humiliates him in a way he hasn't experienced since the day his father's family dispossessed his mother and him of their meager belongings. Depending upon how you choose to see the situation, this is either the C plot for this movie or the setup for the A plot for the upcoming sequel. So for all we know, because the sequel hasn't been released yet, his conflict with Banwar Singh Shekhawat, the crooked cop, could well be the A plot for the upcoming film. If you haven't watched Pushpa The Rise, some of what I just said may not make sense to you. If you have watched the movie though, you know exactly how well these threads weave together to build the legend of Pushpa. If you're looking for finely crafted masala entertainment, I highly recommend Pushpa The Rise. So this is the point of subplots. A well-constructed subplot helps with character development. It allows you to seamlessly deliver information to the viewer. It allows you to introduce fresh characters into the narrative. And it helps retain audience attention by breaking up scenes if they are running too long. One of the best ways to identify and solidify potential subplots is by analyzing your main plot from as many angles as possible. The spin-off material you generate in this way will help you construct very strong subplots. Remember, a good subplot enhances and supports the main story. A good subplot allows you to reveal character. A good subplot feels like a diversion rather than a reason to open Google Maps to find your way back to the main story. In the movie Equalizer 2, Denzel Washington plays Robert McCall, who takes a younger man named Miles under his wing. The purpose of this subplot is to convey the message that even though McCall is a loner and a stone-cold killer when he needs to be, he can also serve as a mentor to a young man lacking structure and direction in his life. Subplots do not need to run the full length of the movie. They can be concluded whenever the story thread has reached its logical conclusion. If you'd like some help with troubleshooting your screenplay, check out this video next. And after you're done checking out that video, go create something awesome.